Let me spank that butt. Let me spank that butt. Let me spank that butt. Let me spank that butt.
Il lui suffisait de prendre sa valise, de la mettre dans une voiture. J'ai vécu dans...
Jimmy?
Her Majesty Willis demands dinner. Oh!
Gimme. It's the final brain cell.
Lingango le gole gole guacha lingango 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 le gole gole guacha lingango.
What did they do to you in there?
시끄럽게 하지 마.
Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story, which is called Charlie and the City Lights. Charlie was not used to city life. He had spent the first 4 years of his life on a quiet farm in the countryside, surrounded by green fields, chickens, and the gentle hum of tractors. A brown and white border collie with bright eyes and a sharp mind, Charlie knew every inch of the farm. He chased sheep, guarded the chicken coop, and followed his owner, Mr. Jenkins, everywhere he went. But when Mr. Jenkins passed away suddenly one winter morning, Charlie's life changed completely. The farm was sold, and Charlie was taken to an animal shelter in the heart of a noisy, crowded city. Gone were the open skies and wide fields. Now there were horns, sirens, and streets filled with unfamiliar smells. The shelter staff were kind, but Charlie didn't eat much. He missed the wind on his face, the soft earth under his paws, and the calm voice of Mr. Jenkins calling him home. Then, one rainy afternoon, a young woman named Maya walked into the shelter. She had just moved to the city for a new job and was looking for a companion. When she passed Charlie's kennel, he didn't bark or jump like the others. He just stared at her with quiet, intelligent eyes. Maya knelt down. "You look like you've seen the world," she whispered. 2 days later, Charlie was on a leash, walking into a new apartment with shiny floors, strange furniture, and a big window that overlooked the glowing city skyline. It took time, but Charlie began to adjust to his new life. Maya was patient. She learned his habits, gave him space, and took him on long walks through nearby parks. Charlie learned to ride the elevator, cross busy streets, and even sit calmly in cafes while Maya sipped coffee. Still, there were moments when he would sit by the window, staring at the stars, ears twitching at the distant sound of sirens. Maya noticed, and sometimes she'd sit beside him, gently stroking his fur. One night, something unusual happened. Maya had stayed late at work, and Charlie was home alone. The apartment was dark, except for the city lights shining through the window. Suddenly, Charlie's ears perked up. A strange smell drifted in through the hallway, burning. A moment later, the smoke alarm went off. The neighbors were already running out of the building, but Maya's apartment was further down the hallway, and no one realized Charlie was inside. The fire had started in a lower apartment and was quickly spreading upward. Charlie barked, pacing back and forth. The heat was rising. He scratched at the door, but no one came. Then, remembering something from his farm days, he ran to the bathroom and pawed at a towel hanging near the tub. He dragged it to the door and pushed it against the crack at the bottom, blocking the smoke. Then he barked again, loud, sharp, and insistent. Finally, a firefighter heard the barking on the 12th floor and broke down the door. Charlie was pulled out, coughing but alive. Maya arrived minutes later, terrified. When she saw Charlie, wrapped in a fire blanket and licking the firefighter's face, she burst into tears. After the fire, Maya's apartment was unlivable. For a few weeks, she stayed in a small hotel. But everywhere she went, Charlie followed, tail wagging, always calm and alert. People in the building began to ask about the dog who warned the firemen. A local newspaper even wrote a short article about him. Charlie the Collie, from farm fields to city hero. Though Charlie never understood the fuss, he knew things were changing again. Eventually, Maya found a new apartment, this time near a large urban park with plenty of open space. She made sure Charlie had a quiet spot by the window and brought home a thick rug that reminded him of the old farmhouse porch. On weekends, they'd visit the park, where Charlie could run freely and chase frisbees. Maya also started volunteering at the city's fire department as a therapy dog handler, inspired by Charlie's actions. Once a week, Charlie visited children and elderly residents who had been through traumatic events. He didn't do tricks or bark happily like other dogs. He just sat quietly beside them, steady and calm, as if to say, "It's okay. You're not alone." Charlie grew older, his face graying and his pace slowing. But he remained Maya's loyal companion, always watching over her with quiet confidence. One spring morning, years later, Maya found Charlie resting under his favorite tree in the park, his eyes closed, a peaceful smile on his face. He had passed away in his sleep, under blue skies, with the soft breeze on his fur, just the way he would have wanted. Maya buried him under that tree, where the city met the edge of green. She placed a simple stone with his name and the words, "Charlie, the dog who came from the fields and lit up the city." If you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It will really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then just skip it and don't forget to check out our other videos. Thank you very much and goodbye.